Hey, what's going on? It's Syke here. Today I'm going to be doing a quick little comparison of the Galaxy S21 Ultra and the iPhone 12 Pro / 12 Pro Max. I have the 12 Pro right here. Comes in blue, silver, graphite, and gold. This one comes in Phantom Silver, Phantom Black, also comes in Phantom Brown, Phantom Titanium, and Phantom Navy. So yeah, they come in some pretty cool colors. They both have a matte finish on the back, which is really nice. This one, the camera is actually like part of the phone, so it's like not protruding. This one, the camera does protrude, so if you're using this thing without a case, either of these, which I recommend you don't, this one, the camera is more prone to breaking because they're both glass on the back. So yeah, I have the Samsung case on this one. I actually have the Apple leather case as well as the MagSafe wallet, which I do like that this phone comes with MagSafe technology, which this one unfortunately does not. So yeah. Now, in terms of cameras, on the iPhone, all cameras are 12 megapixels, even on the front. For the Galaxy S21 Ultra, it has, I believe, so this one, unlike the iPhone 12 Pro, has 4 cameras on the back. It has a 108 megapixel ultra wide, and a 12 megapixel wide, and 2 10 megapixel telephoto cameras. So you can see I could demo them. This one has 100 times zoom, which the iPhone 12 Pro lacks. It can only go up to 10 times zoom, but I feel like it does do better in low light with that LiDAR sensor. This one has better autofocus because it has a autofocus sensor. So yeah. In terms of security, the iPhone 12 Pro has Face ID, whereas the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra has an in-display fingerprint scanner as well as facial recognition. So in terms of display, the iPhone 12 Pro has a 6.1 inch display, whereas the 12 Pro Max has a 6.5 inch. This is the Galaxy S21 Ultra, so it's the biggest display, and it has a 6.8 inch display. Both of them have OLED. This one, in terms of glass, it has ceramic shield glass on both the front and the back. This one has Gorilla Glass Victus on both the front and the back. So something I find interesting is that the iPhone 12 Pro and 12 Pro Max both have 6 gigabytes of RAM, whereas the Galaxy S21 Ultra doubles that at 12 gigabytes of RAM. So the iPhone 12 Pro has a 2,815 milliamp hour battery, whereas the iPhone 12 Pro Max has a little bit better, a 3,687 battery. However, this Galaxy S21 Ultra beats both of those by having a whopping 5,000 milliamp hour battery. Definitely with this, I kept having to charge my phone throughout the day, because it would not last. Whereas this one, I use it throughout the day and I still have a good 20% left of battery. So this one is definitely superior when it comes to battery. The cool feature about this is MagSafe. However, this one has bilateral wireless charging. So if I can go into the preferences, wireless power share, I can turn that on. It should be ready to charge now. And there you go. Look at that. It was just charging a second ago, but there we go. Yeah, the wireless power share isn't very accurate, but enough talking about the specs. Let's go out and compare the cameras on these. All right, guys, so I'm filming on the back-facing camera of both phones. Both are filming in 60 frames per second, and I honestly can't tell. I see the iPhone looks a little bit better in terms of detail. The Samsung just looks a little more grainy, but I feel like it does well with contrast. Now I'm going to be zooming in on both phones. Now this is where the difference comes in. The iPhone has 6 times zooms on video, whereas the Samsung has 20 times. This isn't even all the way. So yeah, it does really well with zoom. Zooming back out. Trying out the autofocus on both cameras. Yeah, I feel like the Samsung does better in terms of macro. It's hard to say, honestly. They both do really good. Zooming in on this piece of wood right here. Yeah, there's a lot of detail on both cameras. So yeah, it's really hard to tell which ones are doing better. I feel like my cat's gonna get out, so I gotta be careful about that. But yeah, this is just a test on both the back-facing camera on both phones. I feel like now, looking at the sky, I feel like the Samsung does better in terms of getting that blue in the camera. I feel like it's more lifelike. But yeah, it's hard to say. They are both pretty good. Like, I'd say they're both equal, actually, now that I'm looking at them. I feel like the Samsung just does a little bit better in terms of detail in some areas, and the iPhone does better in some areas. So yeah. All right, guys, so I am on the front-facing camera of both phones. I gotta say the Samsung does a little bit better in terms of like picking up more detail of what's behind me than the iPhone. See, with the iPhone, it's kind of more like whitened out, the sky. But like with the Samsung, you get all the detail behind me. Also has autofocus on the front-facing camera, interestingly enough, which the iPhone lacks. Going behind me, getting some detail of what's behind me. Samsung does a bit better on the front camera, in my opinion, because it does have that 40 megapixel sensor, whereas the iPhone has a 12 megapixel sensor. And I forgot to mention in the comparison that the Samsung also has a 120 hertz display, which the iPhone lacks. So yeah. All right, guys, so that's it for this quick comparison of the Galaxy S21 Ultra versus the iPhone 12 Pro in terms of camera and just a general comparison of both phones. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace out.